sugar buggers, welcome back to the channel for a brand new episode of the Foremans. We are back in Nixon and Marisol's household because some very huge, monumental things have started to happen. So as you guys already know, because in a couple episodes back, I mentioned how Nixon and Marisol were having some money troubles and quite possibly could end up losing their home. Well, things have just kind of been at a downward spiral at this point. Nixon is just not doing very good at his job. He's feeling extremely pressured to make all of this money to obviously sustain the bills and da-da-da-da-da. So he decided to hit up Daddy Pace so that they could go and kind of take it out in the gym. And Pace was totally up for the idea because he is just over and beyond fed up with Hawthorne at this point. Like, he just needed to get it all out. He's like, your sister dyed her hair purple. Purple. Out of all the colors underneath the sun, Nixon, why would she choose purple? Is she trying to give me a heart attack? I mean, hopefully your pacemaker is working, Daddy-o. I thought it was kind of funny. He's not that mad about it. June thought it was, creative, whatever. There's worse things she could be doing. Anyway, so Nixon's just kind of like expressing his feels to his dad, and his dad is trying to be as, supportive as possible, but there's obviously some things Nixon is not going to tell him. He's not going to tell him how he isn't paying the bills and how he's kind of neglecting his wife, essentially. Those are definitely some of the things, like, emotionally. If I tell you what I am about to tell you, please don't judge Nixon. It's just a feeling that I've gotten, and it breaks my heart. I'm going to cry because it's not what I wanted for him, and it's not what I wanted for Marisol either. But Nixon is starting to feel like maybe possibly he rushed into that relationship a little too soon, and he was really young when he did it, right? Oh my God, bro. Seriously, I cannot hold a serious conversation when your man Nip Nops is staring at me dead in the freaking corneas. Dude, where is your freaking shirt? Have you ever heard of the whole saying, no shirt, no service? I mean, dude, this feels invasive. This literally does. I love how good of a sport he is. He's trying not to I can't, I'm 12, so I'm going to put him into something a little more less revealing. So his man mountains aren't staring back at me, but whatever. As I was saying, so I'm scared. I really am slightly afraid that their relationship is going downhill fast. Nixon kind of wants to ask his dad for some relationship advice. Like, how did he hold through all these years with mom, and how did they keep their love alive and the passion? He just feels like ever since Finley came around, things between them have just been sour. And I get it, I totally understand. But he's starting to feel completely disconnected from Marisol to the point where he isn't sure if she's the one anymore. And it makes me want to cry because I know how much he loves his family. I know how much he loves Finley. And I know how much he loves Marisol. But right now, all of the pressure, all of the stress, everything is just crumbling down on him. And one of your guys' solutions to that was to ask June and Pace for money. Now, Nixon barely wants to ask his dad for relationship advice, which he was kind of helpful. What makes you think he's going to ask him for, money to save their mortgage? It's not going to happen. All of this pressure is on Nixon because Nixon asked for this life. Granted, he made those decisions when he was really young. It is what it is, but I feel so bad for him. I genuinely freaking do, but it's okay. We're going to get through this all as one, no matter what ends up happening in the end. So he's just blowing off some steam. He's feeling super hot. I told you, he's aggravated, agitated, all of the things. So we go to work in 4 hours. I want to go back home. If possible, I kind of want Marisol to maybe whip up some breakfast for everybody. And she also senses it too. She notices that Nixon, when he touches her, it's not the same, it's gonna make me cry. It's gonna make me cry. It really is, because I was just playing them and I'm like, dude, they are not vibing each other. It was just apparent and obvious, and it's also because of everything that's going on. This house is a constant mess. Life is just getting the best of them. But, of course, divorce or whatever, I don't even want to put those words in my mouth. They're not something they're thinking of. I just hope it's not going to lead to that point. Okay, Jennifer, it's fine. I'm like freaking out. Somebody call Maury. Anyway, let's see. Grayson's helping out by cleaning up the litter box. He also wants to be funny with Marisol. Spend a little bit of time with his madre. We're having a little bit of a lightning storm right now here in Willow Creek, which is kind of intense, but let's have her come over and cook brunch. Apparently, it's no longer breakfast anymore, so I'm going to serve a little bit of a breakfast scramble, which is delicious. Nixon will get his protein in. I had him go to the gym because we really do need to get him that next promotion. So let's just run inside really quick because it is absolutely disgusting. We're going to go and we can't get the mail. And we can't pay the bills neither because we can't afford it. And I think, unfortunately, oh, he's shouting some forbidden words. See, I'm telling you. And Pace is like, do you want to meet up someplace? Because he had to go. I think he had to end up going to work too or something. And so he's kind of asking maybe later, not now, but later, if Nixon would maybe want to go out so they could talk a little bit more. Because I don't know. The conversation was kind of vague, of course, because Nixon is very reserved. So let's have everybody come sit down as a familia around the table because I'm pretty sure the carpool is going to be arriving in just a few short hours. Our performance is average, so I'm really hoping that with a little bit of extra oomph, we'll be able to get him to the next tier. So he's only on level 2 of the athlete career, which is exactly why he's only making 19 simoleons an hour. Oh my God, I feel so bad for him. I feel bad for this family. You can just like sense it as you come in. Everything is just so tense and hot and scary. But yeah, let me go and grab a serving for Marisol. She wants to buy a Bildum's block play table for Finn. And also a dryer, but we don't need a dryer right now. Like, we don't even have room for a washer and dryer, let alone, like, the money to be able to wash our clothes. So hopefully Finn, she hates the lightning, by the way. Like, it scares her so bad. It's, like, the absolute single most terrifying thing that you could possibly experience, especially for a toddler, because they don't understand what the hell is happening. I don't know why Nixon is discussing moving. Maybe he's kind of like passively asking Grayson if he would be okay with that. And of course, Grayson's like, no, Dad, I don't want to move. I love Willow Creek. Why would we fill up? Maybe she's not feeling too good. And that's interesting. Well, maybe it's the breakfast scramble. I can't even say breakfast. Like, how are you gonna take this girl seriously when she can't even enunciate her words? 6 years in the making, my friends. We used to this ish now. But we gotta clean this toilet because things are getting nasty and trashy. But yeah, let's see what Nixon is up to. He's still talking to Grayson. I feel kind of bad that conversation even had to come up. I think we still have about 2 hours or so. I was wondering maybe if it was possible for Nixon, maybe not now, but maybe later, to possibly, wait, hold on, services, Willow Creek Hospital. Why would you go to the hospital? Like, what do you need to go there for? Let me see. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I can't have them, like, places to shop. I was going to see if it was possible for him to, like, pick up a little part-time job or just something to make ends meet because we need to come up with, like, 1,400 simoleons, but I don't think that's actually going to happen. Anyway, let me just get up and say goodbye to Marisol. Yes, this is extremely forced. I don't know. They're kind of not in the best of terms right at this very moment just because they did get in an argument last night. So he's just going to try to, like, you never know, something bad could happen. You know, lightning could, like, strike him dead, and that would be the last time he ever saw his wife. But she's hoping that he has a very productive and fantastic day. He's like, I hope I get that big promotion, Mar. It's going to mean everything to us. And then he's kind of like telling her that, you know, what needs to get cleaned and like clean the sheets, make that. Yeah, you know, they're just having like hubby and wifey talk, and she's like talking about what he's going to be planning for the day. He's like, I'll text you at lunch. Good, just everything, you know, seems to be kind of blowing over. Hey, Nixon, it's me, Brett. Do you want to come to my birthday party? Oh, boy. Are you getting old? Because if you're getting old, that means June inevitably has to get old. So we are going to decline that invite. Lickety freaking split. We're going to use the bathroom. And I need to get Marisol kind of in a better outfit. And I think she's going to maybe gussy herself up a little bit so that when Nixon comes home, she can grab his attention. I feel really bad for him, like, or her especially, because if anything ever was to happen with their relationship, it would destroy her. It would literally freaking freaking kill her. It would absolutely freaking kill her. So let's come over to Finn and see how she's doing. I kind of wanted to work with her a little bit, maybe possibly go over here and let's teach a couple of shapes to her. She definitely looks like a traditional little suburban mom. She's so cute. And I think Nixon is off to work. Be safe, my love. Be safe. Hopefully, you guys, we make some good fettias because we really freaking need it. So I'm going to have him go. Since he is feeling relatively happy, I'm going to have him go and work hard. I wonder if there's any way that Marisol could earn some money from home. Because even though Nixon told her to be a stay-at-home mom, well, he didn't tell her, but they decided mutually. Like, you know, she was to stay home with the kids. He was to bring home the bacon. She doesn't want to just sit here and watch her family fall apart over a freaking simoleon. Like, that's just not her style. So, she's going to figure it out, I think. What is wrong with her? Oh, in here, honey, smoothskins. If you are pregnant, preggo, baby girl, we is gonna have to. Oh my god, girl, where is the nearest ditch? No, I'm just playing, like, but for real though, because I'm about to jump. Pause. Okay, this is starting to make a lot of sense. I'm just gonna pretend it's like the little flu that's been going around. You guys, no. Hell no. Like, this cannot be happening. Okay, it's not happening. Ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? I love how Grayson is low-key in his underwear, just chilling like a villain. Definitely following after his mother. But let's get them out of here. Waffle is also a little afraid of the lightning. Poor thing. He's just like hiding in the bathroom, and everybody is just feeling so tense. I do hope, though, that this ends up kind of like blowing over. So it looks like Grayson wants to go outside and play in the rain. I love the little relationship that he has with Waffle. I don't know if I told you, I think I did actually, how one day Nixon and Marisol, literally this happened. They were arguing, right? And then Grayson was in the room because he heard the argument, and then Waffle jumped up on the bed behind him as if to say, "It's all right, buddy. Like, I've got you. Don't worry. It's gonna be okay." And it was just kind of like one of those moments that made you want to like cry. It's definitely trouble in paradise. Like, it really is, and I can feel it, and it doesn't feel very nice. Like, it makes me really sad, and and Grayson being the oldest and kind of seeing his parents fighting like this, like, I could almost see it affecting his childhood, for sure. Like, I could see him kind of acting out and being nasty, doing kind of very mischievous things. Like, right now, he's playing in the rain when Marisol told him not to, like, 500 freaking times because, you know, obviously there's a huge storm happening here, and it looks like Finn is going to put herself to bed because she is just too scared. And of course, Marisol's a little worried because she doesn't see Grayson anywhere. He is nowhere to be found. So let's come outside and see if we can scold him for playing out in the rain when we specifically have told him not to. So I'm gonna see if I can force him to go do something else. So let's just force him to do homework instead. You know, that's her way of kind of like reprimanding him in this situation because he is not supposed to be playing outside. Like, what the freaking hell are you doing? Dude, you need to be getting your homework done before you even think about playing outside, mister. Marisol is feeling a little exhausted today. I don't know what's going on. Super duper tired. I think everything is just kind of getting to her. So she's going to go and take a quick little nap. Grayson is working on his homework. And then I think Nixon, he actually gets home in about 4 or 5 more hours. So it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and what is Maddoxs Foreman doing? He is sitting on his sofa, chilling with his best friend, Cinnamon. That is right, and he is watching one of his favorite movie sequels. Name this movie here in the comments down below. Apparently, it's about mysterious frogs or something. He can't really sleep because he is so super duper excited about being promoted. Yes, you guys, he is officially a head dishwasher at his job, which is very exciting. He does need to prepare food and mix some drinks in order to be eligible for the next promotion. But what isn't so cool nor exciting is the fact that Marisol called very frantic about, I would say 30-45 minutes ago, begging for Maddoxs to tell her where Nixon is. So I guess apparently when Nixon called her for lunch, they ended up getting in a really big argument. and just over, like, you know, the traditional things. And it's kind of funny how, just as I was saying it, Maddox is thinking about frickin' Nixon. So yeah, they got in an argument, and then Marisol, of course, like told Maddox everything about, you know, just kind of what's been going on between them. Maddox already knew a little bit, just because, I mean, that is his brother, and Nixon is kind of open to Maddox about those things, but not obviously all of the things. What are you doing? You cannot, no, Daddy Smoothskins, you cannot go to sleep without filling up Little Cinnamon's bowl. You cannot. Like, they are seriously the best of bros. We still haven't decided if we're keeping him yet, but, you know, they seem to be getting along quite nicely. So anyway, you know, Maddox is a little concerned, you know, but at the same time, it's not the first time that Nixon and Marisol have fought, and she's been calling up, crying and in tears about where he is. Sometimes he'll come over to Maddox's place, sometimes he'll go to the gym, sometimes he'll go to the bar and grab a beer. I don't really know. Maddox likes to keep his nose in his own pants. Wait, what? He just likes to keep his business to him damn self. He does not like to get into anybody's, like, nonsense. He doesn't want to hear about their shenanigans. It is not up to him to, like, play, you know, couples counseling or anything. But it is kind of odd, right? Because Marisol seemed overly upset this time. So Maddox obviously isn't quite sure exactly what is going on. But he wants to get as much sleep as possible. And then in the morning, if you know, his brother doesn't answer, maybe they'll, I don't know, he'll have to, like, contact Dad or something. Like, really, what am I supposed to do at this point? Asher, okay, hi. I heard you get a promotion. I think breakfast at the Swimming Pelican would be a perfect way to celebrate. Are you in? How good of friends are we with Asher Tackett? Oh, we're really good friends. He's, like, mutual good friends with, oh, yes, definitely. I would love to accept that tea. And we're starving, so this is perfect. So let's go over to the Swimming Pelican. Let's hang out with Asher, grab a little bit of brekkie. But yeah, this whole entire thing, it's hard to make sense of, and I'm sorry if I'm not, like, able to construct what I'm trying to explain to you guys. I think you can just understand it is a hot mess between what is going on with Nixon and Marisol, and what is even a bigger hot mess is the fact that this dude just showed up like a purple pimp. Like, what is going on, dude? You cannot just show up to breakfast like this. They will literally not, this is no better than what Brett showed up in. They will not serve you, and I think he is a little bit stanky. So let's come over and grab a nice little table. Let's request this one over here. We are literally freaking starving. I love how Pace just shows up. They're totally killing my vibe every time I go to the community lot, because there's so many Foremans now. Like, literally everybody showing up, and oh, that is so sweet. How amazing. So apparently Hawthorne's hair color change essentially was enough to quake the beast to the core. They needed to do a little family intermission just to get down to the bottom of things. So that is seriously the most adorable thing I have seen. I love how Pace and June were like, no, young lady, we need to get down to the bottom of this. It's really cool to see that Nixon and Maddox have a mutual good friend from high school. Maybe he knows a little bit more as to what is going on with Nixon than I do, and he doesn't want to tell me. You need to tell me, dude. Like, what do you mean? That's my brother. Like, I would be pissed. I would be so mad if there was something going on that he wasn't telling me about. Like, I'd be so mad. But we're just gonna try to, like, pry it out of him. We're also gonna go and order for the table. And I love the fact that June and Pace are taking Hawthorne to breakfast, even though I'm pretty positive she should be in school. But you know what? A little bit of I almost said hooky, but it's hooky, isn't it? You playing hooky? Yeah, I was right. I don't even know why I second guess myself sometimes, because I say a lot of dumb-ish that don't make no damn sense. So the second I do get it right, even remotely close, it's like a shaka. It's an ultimate freaking shaka. And another thing, so in last week's episode, I asked you guys, is it Yusuf or is it Joseph? And then some of you guys are like, silly Jen, tricks are for kids. Y'all, some of you were laughing at me. And some of you said I got it right. It just depends, I think. Yusuf, Joseph, whatever. But I do feel, just because of, you know, it being the Beta family, that it probably is Yusuf. That just seems like it fits better, so we're going to go with that. But it was kind of funny. I love the fact that you guys don't even get mad at me or annoyed anymore. You just think it's cute. And I appreciate that. Like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Like, thank you for having patience with me. And the more that I'm looking at the Swimming Pelican, the more that I'm realizing this is not a good breakfast choice there, Tackett. Like, what is going on? The only thing we can eat, I guess it's kind of lunch too. We could get a haddock sandwich, and then we can also get ourselves a little bit of a lobster roll. I mean, are you paying? The fact that he has almost more money than Nixon is literally freaking shocking. I'm trying to ignore the fact that our parents are here right now, but oh my god, ooh la la, Rosalie, oh damn, oh my goodness, she is absolutely freaking gorgeous. Maddox is a little smitten. I know he sees her. He's got to. She is beautiful. I wonder if there's a way that we can I know you boys to talk to. I wonder if we can give her ourselves a friendly introduction. Would that be weird? Her name is Rosalie Laurie. Laurie? I think it is. Anyway, obviously, Asher's lips are sealed. He is not going to spill the beans on his best friend anytime soon. I tried. I really did. Obviously, everything seems to be okay. Nobody seems relatively or overly concerned. I'm pretty sure we would have gotten some sort of phone call, so I hope that everything's okay between Nixon and Marisol. I cannot speak today. What is going on? Hopefully, this is our meal, because I feel like we're just kind of chilling, and we've been sitting here for quite a long time. Oh, thank you for your free drinks. Thanks, dude. All right, here is our meal for the first time. It's actually on time. Very exciting. Here's your order. Enjoy. So I guess we're just gonna start chowing down, right? I mean, we are just talking up a freaking storm. I have noticed though, with especially dine out and eating out and stuff like that, it's not been working too well. I don't know why. Oh my god, I love the fact that they're talking about pancakes. Hold on. Or not cupcakes. Look at this. Oh, that is adorable. See, even behind the scenes, Pace and June are still very much in love. Now I can see why Nixon asked his dad, what's the secret to keeping it alive? But I'm really glad that Maddox came out here with Asher, at least got out of the house a little bit. I love how he's kind of not a loner, but he definitely... Ooh! She just asked how our meal was. Let's go and tell her it was absolutely delicious. I wonder if I can give her a friendly introduction. I think I can. Why is she blushing? Oh, she is. She feels a little bit embarrassed. Oh, she does. Oh, she's feeling a little bashful around Maddox. Are we off today? Oh no, we have to go to work in 3 hours. That's kind of boring. I really don't want to do that. Oh, and look at that. We just noticed our parents were here. I love how we've completely freaking we ignore them. They don't exist. But I'm gonna go back home and kind of work on a few things. But I'm scratching my head right now, but you can't see. I'm just so confused as to what's going on. I feel like I've just been thrown in an episode of literal couple counseling. I just don't know what to do for Maddox, or not even Maddox, but for Nixon and Marisol's situation. It just really makes me really, really, really sad. So let's come into the living room. I need to prepare and mix some drinks. So let's practice mixing drinks, or do we just mix some randomly? Oh, no. Listen here. Cinnamon. That's what I thought. That was definitely not gonna work. I don't know if this counts, but I might actually need to make some drinks. So let me just try to play around with that a little bit too. Maybe this will help, or maybe not. I mean, at this point, it could be a real freaking toss up. Anywho's, you guys, I think we're gonna start wrapping up this episode. Mixology is definitely not your boy's forte. I can see it's just not really working out in his favor. But in terms of what is going on with Nixon and Marisol, I honestly don't know. Their relationship is crazy dysfunctional right now, just with everything that is going on. I'm not sure, obviously, what happened to lead them to have that argument during lunchtime. I'm gonna let you guys kind of decide. Just based on what you guys saw today, I'm leaving you on a little bit of a cliffhanger, because whatever happens next is definitely gonna set the tone for the rest of the relationship. I don't mean to be problematic or anything, but these situations that are happening between them are honestly genuine. Like I said, Nixon just kind of feels right now in this time of his life, it's not that he wants to be single and play the field or anything, but he genuinely feels like he's kind of having cold feet. He rushed into this relationship to kind of be the hero. He never really had time to grow as a person, and now he's kind of feeling trapped, right? So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here. I hope that what I was doing was somewhat correct. It doesn't look like anything that I did really went towards the cause, because Maddox is just not a good mixologist at all. I hate leaving Cinnamon behind. I genuinely do. Look at him. He's trying to follow me down the elevator. Oh, so sweet. really hope that Maddox does decide to keep him. I mean, it's been a couple good weeks now. We put up a couple listings just to see if maybe possibly, Simon belonged to somebody, being the fact that he was a stray, but nobody's reached out or contacted him. So I'm kind of feeling like it's fair game at this point, but anyways, you guys, hopefully you can pick apart the puzzle and let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments down below. Maybe give me some really good constructive criticism, some sort of advice as to how we could go about saving this relationship in terms of Nixon reaching out to his father for money. I just don't foresee him doing that in terms of him moving back in with his parents. I don't see him doing that in terms of him and Marisol moving in with, her aunt. Don't really see that happening right now. I feel like Nixon feels like this is his problem, and hopefully it is something that can kind of neutralize and, everything can just kind of work out, because if it keeps going the way that it is, I don't imagine these two staying together for much longer. I just don't. So anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think on Little Shannon in the comments down below, where the sun does not shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.
I can see what we are, don't know where we belong. Wanna know what you're thinking, wanna know if something's missing. Started stories before, but they ended up short. Get me up to higher places, want you to feel my pages. Is this for real or is it just